Good morning. I'm Catherine and welcome to my hillside garden in Northeast Pennsylvania, Zone 6. Today is January 11th and it was actually above freezing all yesterday and last night. So this morning it's 39 degrees and I'm planning to get some of the jobs done around my yard that I didn't have a chance to do in the fall. And I thought I'd bring you along with me. And one other thing I'm going to do today is I believe I can water what's in the low tunnel. So join me on my adventure. I wanted to show you some before and afters. This way I'm going to clean up these different herbs. But you can see with this time, for example, even through the winter and how cold it was, the little bit of shelter that the deck gives, there's still leaves there. This is winter savory. We still have some growing there. There were some lettuces in this container. I think this might have been a mustard though. I'm not sure at the moment. Someone has to come and inspect. And then we have the seeds from the cilantro that grew here. I'm going to see maybe if those will reseed themselves right in a pot, but I will clean them up a little bit. But the thing I'm excited about is look at my miniature primrose. Even in the snow, look at how wonderful it looks. And it's in a pot. I didn't get to put it in the ground last year. I've transferred it to 3 different places since I've had it and haven't decided on a good spot for it. So I'll bring you back when I get the containers cleaned out. Okay, it may not look much better, but at least it's cleaned up. And I did trim back everything. In the first container is lemongrass. I don't expect that to come back, but it's frozen in there so I can't remove the roots. So we'll see what happens in the spring. I have tarragon in this container. I totally expect it to come back. There is a little piece over here that's still got green on it. It looks like there's a piece there. So I cut that back to refresh it. In here, I dropped all of the cilantro seeds just on the top. All of this is frozen solid. I can't dig anything in. So we'll have to see as the weather gets nicer how that comes up. Go on, Wyatt. Out of the way. Out of the way. In here we had some of the lettuce. There is no more. But something dropped seeds in here, and I'm not sure what those big seeds are. So we're going to see what happens there in the spring. I cut back the winter savory and the thyme, and I moved this container over here. I thought it was lettuce, but this must be some kind of brassica, because as I pinched off the leaves, you got that smell of a brassica. So we're going to leave these. There's 3. This might be a tatsoi. I don't know, is that one still? It's still in there, so we'll leave that and see how that comes along. But I'm pleased with the progress I made here, and let's move on to another area. Okay, here's the side area of the deck. We're going to straighten up the parsley root and carrots that I didn't get harvested, so hopefully I'll be able to do that once that warms up, but I don't think it's going to be for a while, because while it is 43 degrees right now, things are still pretty frozen. So let's get started. I have never left the carrots this long in here. So I've never left the carrots this long in the carrot bed. So we'll have to see whether I made a mistake or not. Probably should have harvested. And take care of your tools. Boy, oh boy, my struggles. I have a pair of scissors that probably will be out faster. There we go. That's the ticket. I love these little kid scissors just for doing things like this. And when your pruners aren't working so well, they're fabulous. Really have to take care of those this weekend so that they're in good shape. I don't really want to pull on anything as I'm cutting it because it's frozen solid. So it'll be interesting to see. There we go. Okay. I'm going to show you how this looks, and then we'll be back. So here are the carrots. Doesn't look like much. They're in there, and there's still green bits on them. So I'm hoping, but this ground is solid. There's no moving it. And look at how nice the parsley root look, though. See, there's still green coming out in the middle. So I'm really curious to see how these will do once it warms up enough. So there. That looks much neater than it did. Okay, we'll be back.